Welcome everyone. HeroesPath here. I'm sure you're wondering the strange way to begin than my usual intro. Wanted to say hello to a few of the new faces that have been added on to what I would like to say is the lovely growth of a family. That's how I usually see most people. We're friends, family, we all work together, not against each other. But aside from that, I'm here with some news to give. So first things first, I just recently came back from a con and I got a few good decent tips from a few of the sessions that I went to. One of them obviously is trying to handle different social medias now, since the main one that I've been using for upload progress has been YouTube. We're going to deal with that. First things first, we're going to fix a little bit of the algorithm. I'm going to try to post 2 videos today. Now, to start with that, I would say I would need a date. But we're not going to start with a date, we need to keep it as a repetitive pattern. So, between you and me, I have something on my computer that allows me to create notes, so we'll go from there. So it's going to be called YouTube video upload, excuse me. And we're going to make that every Friday. I think that would be a very decent pace. I'm not going to set a time because let's say I have school, or I say school, but it's technically college. Let's say I have a college day that day on a Friday. And it's, I don't know, early morning to afternoon. Then I don't want to set a time on myself because that wouldn't work with this new algorithm that I want to work with. But we are going to say Friday. Friday, anytime. Now how this is going to work is I might just put my videos Thursday, schedule them for Friday, and let the computer just, throw them in themselves. I won't have to lift a finger, but it still keeps that algorithm. So that's going to be my first big promise. My second big promise is to be posting more of my art more, even if it's just a sketch, or if it's a finished design, or a spoiler to, let's say, the sticker sheets that I haven't shown to you guys. But I have shown them. They're stuck with my logo on front of it, because like most things, you don't want people copying it. And my logo, since it's deep, I can't say deep blue, I want to say I'm light blue, so it's got that nice spectrum that even if someone does try to clean it up, they're not going to be able to get the colors correctly. So we're going to say media in terms of like Instagram, what else do I use? Twitter, Tumblr, DA I don't use a lot, but for the sake of, for consistency, I will post on there as well. We're going to try to move that, I want to say, on a weekend. So it can either be a Saturday or Sunday. So we'll pick from there. If not, I'll grab a wheel decide. And again, it will be either a 1 post or a 2 post. Same with me trying to post on YouTube at least 2 videos. Again, as long as it stays within the algorithm, I care less if it's just 1 or 2 or even more than 2. Just 1 is enough to know that there's a consistency going on within the channels, and that will at least get this channel at least boosted up some more. Now I do know that some people say that the algorithm best does when you redo things that you haven't done in a sense. So obviously if I ever get to play with my friends again, we'll do some more derps plays of Gmod, whether it be murder, prop hunts, things of that nature. I will try to do more speed paints. Now, my wrist still is injured from the beginning symptoms of carpal tunnel. That does not mean the speed paints are going to come fast. Just like with any animator, and I will tell you, it once took me, let's see, how long did it take me to make the animatic for the South Park Troubles that I did? Give or take, I want to say at least 2 to 3 months. But that was consistently working on it. Now, having to pace it out with my hand, That's obviously going to make it branch longer. I want to say maybe 4 months. If I pace myself correctly, hopefully it'll be less, but 4 more months is what we're looking at for most recent things. Same with speed paint, but I will try to do that. Any tutorials people need, whether it be Sonic anatomy, human anatomy, again, most things will be in my style, so don't try to take my word for it, but I will give my darndest to give a tutorial on it, or anything else that people need. That being said, those things people can bring up to me, and I'll know. It helps. With that being said, we're gonna branch off from the promises to talk about the things that are gonna be coming up. Obviously, I have a series that I've been developing since 2014. It consists of 5 seasons, and I'm hoping it will be very interesting for others. Not going to give all the details. I will say there are things in the work where people would be able to connect with me, see the progress, things of that nature I do have in the woodworks, and once we have at least the trailer, or at least the characters saying, you know, sort of thank you, that will be headed and given out of the way. I haven't worked out how to send out thank yous just yet, but when I get there, it will be around the same time. Hopefully either a trailer, some animatics are released. You guys will see the process work, and you will see the final when it comes to fruition. I'm also still working on the turnarounds, which is on my Twitch. I will make sure to leave my Twitch on the description below so you guys can be able to connect to it. Do I still live stream on YouTube? That's gonna be a big maybe, because a lot of the times I've gotten copyrights because of the type of music I listen to, which is mainly video game music. But if I can't access Twitch at an available time, or if it's for certain crowd groups, say for example I have a friend who can only use a YouTube live stream because the Twitch one does not work, then that's fine. There will be the occasion, just like if you see Flip Reaper Z, aka Jeff, there is that fine line where sometimes you can slip in the occasional YouTube. But the reason we fled from YouTube is because of the type of music we listen to, which is mostly video game music, sometimes name covers, but I mainly listen to video game music. There are also a few things within the series that I have to go back and retouch. Example being, I've retouched a few of the forms, as we'll put it. Here and there, I've been trying to spruce up my anatomy. That being said, I am also trying to do the occasional observational. If people want to collab with me, you can ask. That's fine by me. If people want to commission me, I have commissions open. I'll also put those in the description below. Those will be available for whatever media platform you use. I do ask, however, if you are the type of person that does mainly use DA, no points please. Points do not help me. They are only given to you, and I believe in 1/2 of a cent, if you could believe that. I believe there's a calculator still on DA that will tell you what points will transcribe into money. Lastly, I want to touch on this new thing that I'm doing. Now, being inspired from Flying Pigs, I thought it would only be fair to at least show a few of my work here and there, to at least branch out and network with you guys, because I want you guys to be able to know more about me, my skills, and how they've improved from, I'm sure, the first 2 speed paints that you've seen here. The first one obviously when I was more of a child and still learning how to use this tablet. I didn't understand how to use it till, I want to say 2012? Yeah, 2012. And it's been with me since. It is Trooper, but it is also the fact why I tried stepping away from tracing. Sure, it helped with my anatomy a little bit, but it wasn't a really good step in the right direction of what I wanted. The newest speed paint that I had on here, which was the most recent, I think the last one that I touched up on, that was actual real anatomy that I pushed for with all my might. Has it improved since then? Yeah, because I was trying to make sure shoulders are broad and the legs are meant to the same length as an actual human. Do I sometimes mess up between torso to leg ratio? Yeah, that happens. But I'm still working on it. And I do want to be able to share that experience with you guys. So I've decided to open up like Flying Pigs, I believe once did it. I don't think it was a raffle, but it was something to this nature, which I thought was a really great idea to work with. It's a raffle, which I'll link in the description. You guys just fill out your name, doesn't have to be the full name, but you just fill out your name, the other necessities that I need to create the character. Whether or not I read the backstories, it's really depends on me, but for me, an OC's story is what gives the character life, and it helps me to give a broader idea of like, okay, maybe their personality is energetic, so something with bright colors and a happy looking background is the way to work with that. Same with like, if say it was Driven, my character that I've created, he's very edgy, can be very rude and just everywhere with his anger. That would allow me to make, say, like a back alley where it's really dark and he's trying to walk home, but he has that sort of edge to him. I make the joke, but that's usually how I base characters off of and their backgrounds and everything. Obviously, for this raffle, we're first going to start off with line art. If this is successful and this works well, like I put in the raffle papers, then the art will continue to exceed expectations to where it will be almost like if you were affording the commission of a fully colored picture. Now remember, in the raffle papers, when you read them, there are only 3 slots. They are picked by a random generator. I do not pick them myself because that would be unfair and that would be prejudice. I believe I'm using that word correctly. If I'm not, please excuse that. I'm trying to use words that I've learned over the years. But I don't want to put that kind of judging against you guys because that's not fair. I want everything to be fair for everybody. It's a chance. So 3 slots. There is a random generator number, which will allow a 4x slot, which I like to call the bonus. The bonus OC gets it because of the number selection, and the 3 slots are picked from the generator itself. The number is obviously, I'll type that in a generator too, but it will only be for one time. So with that being said, I believe that's the end that I have for this update video. If there are any more updates throughout this month or this year, I'll put them up on YouTube. Like I said, everything will be in the description ready for you guys, and I just hope you're as excited as I am for the series and the things to come for this channel. Please do know most of the YouTube videos that I will post within the coming Fridays, some of them will sound old, and that's because they were recorded when I had my old PC, not this mic that you're hearing. And that's okay because back then I didn't have a lot of time because I was still dealing with high school and a few college things here and there. I didn't have time to upload them, but they will get up there with time. Just bear with the old mic until all the old mic videos are dead. With that being said, looking forward to everything. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you guys in the next video. See ya!